Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes. Yeah.
With me, boy. Your hands in your fingers. Your ears with get back, watch you turn to a singer. Get to fighting like this Jerry Springer. All of my zip the back that like a pogo. Don't do these, they popo. Had a G-Wagon truck turned to Rojo. Find a cable 2 wheels and they going wild down in Soho. One was black and the other was Mexican. Had a like a pollo. Younger than you with a Maybach. Younger than you with a Bentley. From the got in the gently. Angry and friends with these. When I was down, I so had sympathy. But that's how I go when you broke. Now I'm like mistletoe. This do my own. Not gonna lie, some of these new clones. Then she asked for a loan. Had to laugh, then I told her get gone. Gon' get that me on. Ain't no give me not a thing. So I spend 90K on my ring. You can see all my pain in my watch. Got my ex down and walking around with my hand on my. Cause I'm popping and I know you not. And I know you see just how I'm living. You're not happy with life, so you rockin' Reeboks on treetops, getting guap. Got a big Benz like Sasquatch. Every time you see it, with a no, it's top
I got
notch.
that chicken to golf. A lot of these look lost. They broke, they think it's my fault. No court. I want that court. I'm dripping, I'm stuck with the sauce.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Atlanta Falcons. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Returning it, John Ross.
Lucky 56. Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. That's caught right side by Anderson. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Watch it now, Barney.
Play action here with Rosen. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
No. Check. Patriot.
Rosen on 1st and 10. Open man right side is Ingram. There he goes right side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Evan Ingram, 53 yards. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. Butker now to kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
Gun. 4 down. Set. 180. Gun. 20.
Now a first down throw for Newton. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Set. 180.
On 2nd and 10, Newton. Flushed out right. Room here to run. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Here we go. Alert. 3 down. Set. 180.
Here's Newton now on 2nd down. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. He finds some open field here. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. 10 more there and another first down.
The good old toss play. And this time they go to the left side, so give a lot of credit to the offensive line. Center, guard, tackle, able to seal that side. But the guy that we don't give enough credit to, wide receivers. They have to do a great job of blocking downfield. Otherwise, that play can be spilled in the backfield. In this case, everyone handled their responsibilities, and they picked up really nice yardage.
Freeman again, a first down carry. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. On second down, Freeman. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
180. 133. Hey.
On third down, Devontae Freeman. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to fourth down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
They'll run it. Freeman. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. In for the score. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. A post to the tight end for 6. Gosh, those guys are so tough to cover, aren't they? Just in general, tight ends running those patterns near the goal line.
Because you have to decide how you want to treat them. Are they a wide receiver? Are they a big extra blocker on the field? Or are they a hybrid and caught in between? So are you going to use a linebacker? Are you going to use a safety? Are you going to even move a corner in if you're going to play nickel or dime defense? They usually win those matchups because they have an answer for all 3 of those positions.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Watching that, Barney!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 3rd and 10.
Well, that play was over before it even got started. Thanks for nothing, huh? How about that? That sets up a very difficult 3rd down call now.
On 3rd down, Rosen. That's complete to John Ross. And they work this well upfield across the 45. It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a first down on the play.
Someone's sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
A big play there for KC, and even 40 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A first trip to the red zone for KC. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. Rosen will throw. Escaping the pressure right. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
On second down, it's Jones. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Rosen just getting the snap off at 1. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. On 2nd down, here's Newton. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. And that's one of his. Advantages of a passer is now with his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle. He can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Great. Hey. Great.
On third down, that's Freeman. Freeman the first down and more as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. It's a gain of 17, and it'll give him a first down. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
On first down, it's Newton. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. These offensive starters still out there in the second quarter. You would think the plans for them to at least play into the third quarter, if not all the way through it.
Yeah, it might go by feel. If they have a really good first drive to start the third quarter, they might pull them after that. If not, might leave them out there a little bit longer, but I'll guarantee this, they'll be gone by the start of the fourth quarter.
2nd and 10, Newton again. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be a third and about 13.
Set 180. Hey.
The shotgun snap for Newton. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. Then his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Rosen. Incomplete. You know, last week I remember asking you, what would an offensive coordinator be looking for week 2 of the preseason? Now we're in week 3. Defensive coordinator-wise, what's he looking at?
For the most part in preseason, you're playing pretty basic stuff, pretty vanilla defenses. You're looking for guys that play with abandon, that just go out and make plays and kind of let their athletic ability take over in order for you to notice them.
Here's Rosen. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Now Rosen looking to throw. Found his target, it's Anderson. And he's got this down to the 35. First down for the Chiefs, solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Rosen on first down. A hit underneath to Jones. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a Turkey Bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Again, it's Rosen. And he fires one that's intercepted. picked off by Brian Poole. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. He sets to fire deep. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Newton. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
The Falcons on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now the pitch to Freeman. And some room to maneuver. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral.
And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Out of the gun, Newton. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
3rd and long, it's Newton. Throw right side, caught by Ridley. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. On first down, Newton. That's Samuel, caught left side. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Throwing again is Newton. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. Now the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room barring something unfortunate in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we are at halftime here in Atlanta with the Falcons out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, our starters likely to be out there for the third quarter as we get back underway in this second half. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Third quarter starts with a run by Freeman. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Set. 180. Do some. Hey.
To throw on second down is Newton. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
The Falcons on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is third down and 12.
Set. 180. Hey.
From the gun, here's Newton. He's going to air one out. And got his man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one goes for 36 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Xavier Howard up to make the tackle.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Again, they'll run with Freeman. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. The Falcons on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, Newton. And this is going to be incomplete. Jonathan Jones that time, the one who got a hand in, knocked it away.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
The Falcons send out their punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Second and 10 now from the 27. Second and 10. It's Rosen again. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Tech McKinley in there to drop him. And it'll be a loss of about 8. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. And he's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. And it's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Here we go on 4th down with Rosen. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. First down. A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. On first down, it's Rosen. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Rosen to throw again. Steps away to his left. And some space here. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Throwing now, Rosen on first down. On target over the middle to Hill. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Back now here on EA Sports. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Buying time to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Oh, he stays up. He can run for it, and he will. And able to find Conley. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Oh, and it's incomplete. That would have been big in the end zone if he could have held on. Instead, it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. That is caught inside the 5. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They come out here in the eye. They'll set up to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Chris Conley from 3 yards out. And the Chiefs have taken the lead here in the 4th. And he's got it up and through. Butker now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their own 24. Here's the first carry for Alex Collins. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. first throw for the backup, Ryan. And his throw is incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Check, check. Motion to backfield. Away. 53's the mic. 53. Check 53. Watch a slant. Watch a slant. 12. Ready to go.
Now it's Ryan. And that is incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
The Falcons send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And now here comes Kansas City. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. I think they're just a product of trying to buy themselves 5 extra yards.
And they want to help their punter out, right? Help with the angle, trying to pin the ball deep. That's exactly what they did there.
Play clock down to 5, and they're going to burn a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. After the penalty, it's Jones. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it a 2nd down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Again, it's Jones. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Back to throw here. Incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. And the Falcons going to use another timeout as they get it with under 1 minute to go now in the football game. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Lucky 56. Detroit!
Back to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Troy Fumagalli from 8 yards out. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. And he knocks it through. On the NFL scoreboard there in the 4th quarter in Philadelphia. And emerging victorious in that one, the Rams. A win would be their first of the young season. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. The drive starts with a run by Collins. Got some room at the 30. Finally taken down at the 32-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On first, they go right back to Collins. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
The best offenses and the ones that win are ones that make adjustments. And right now, I think this team needs to open things up.
On 2nd down, here's Ryan. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Morrison. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
Ready! Ready! Face, face.
Ryan now to throw on third down. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
On fourth down, it's Collins. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Now, Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road, it's a little extra special, isn't it?
It is, because, let's face it, in most cases, you're not expected to go on the road and win in the National Football League. It just doesn't usually compute. So to get out there, get that done, and then head back to your city with one in the victory column, oh, that's a fantastic feeling.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. Good night, everybody.
Thicker the ply, thicker the bag. Mean I'm a bite, at least in no beamer. I'm